Okay, this video is just a quick overview of the pen tab. I'm just going to show you all the parts and then let you experiment a little bit. So the pen tab allows us to draw. Instead of having sprites moving around and talking, we can draw pictures. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hide your sprite, because right now the cat is going to get in the way of all of our drawings. So you're going to want to go to Looks and click the Hide block, and then we'll be able to draw. So first thing you need to notice is we have pen down and pen up. When I click pen down, move it out here, it's like whoever's holding the pen puts the pen on the paper, and now wherever the sprite moves, it's going to drag a line behind it. So now if I go to motion and say move 10 steps, let's make that like 50, so it's a little bit bigger. We'll turn 90 degrees. Let's have it do that 4 times. Now if I do all these at once, I'm going to click on pen down so it does them all. You can see it does a square, and you can kind of watch it happen. It moves 50, turns 90, moves 50, turns 90, does that 4 times. So if I wanted to move to a different spot, then I would have to do pen up. I could have it go to, we could just have this go to a different spot. Let's say I wanted to draw a square somewhere else. And I want to put the pen down once I get to the new spot, and then draw another square. So now I'm going to clear this drawing by just clicking the clear block. I don't have to drag it out or anything, I can just click it. And now I'm going to do all these again. So you can see it drew the square where it was, it took the pen up, went over to the point 100, 100, right here, put the pen down, and then drew another square. So if you need to move without drawing anything, you're going to put the pen up and put it back down when you get to the new spot. So that's pen down, pen up. Set pen color is pretty straightforward. It starts out at blue. If you want to change the color, you click on this square, and now see how my mouse changed into this hand? Now the next color that I highlight is the color that it'll be set to. So if I wanted it to be this purple, I could click right here, and now it'll change the pen color to purple. You can set and change the pen color. We're going to ignore that for now. You can also set the shade. If you want a larger pen size, you can set that. But other than that, those are the basics of the pen. If you want to draw things, once you put the pen down, you're going to have to use the motion tabs. So making polygons isn't too hard, because you can use the repeat blocks and say move, turn, a certain number of times. What you should experiment with today is drawing things that aren't that straightforward. You can try some of these, but try something that's a little bit more difficult. The other thing I want to show you in the pen tab is this stamp. So for this, we're going to need our sprite to show up again. So I'm going to click show, hit him over here. If I click the stamp block, it takes kind of a image of the sprite, and now I can't move this. It just left an image of him there. So I want to show you what it looks like if I do stamp and then move. Let's move 10 steps. I'm going to do that 10 times. So he's going to stamp his picture, move 10 steps. Stamp, move, stamp, move. This is what it looks like. So you can make some pretty cool effects, especially if you get going and you use the change color effect while he's moving and stamping. It can be pretty fun. So use the stamp tool if you have a shape that you want to make it look like it's moving, or I've seen some really cool projects where people have like a circular sprite and then they stamp that in a certain pattern, and it looks really cool when you stamp that in a continuous pattern. And obviously you can change the number of steps here. If I wanted those cats to appear closer together, I can make this 5. And I'll have him turn. We'll see what that looks like. Okay, so now he's turning. He's not moving very much on each one. So those are the basics of the pen tab. And what you should do today is just experiment with pen up, pen down, drawing some polygons, writing your name, writing your friend's name, drawing a picture. Experiment with stamp. Just get used to using the pen tab because we're going to be using it a lot in Unit 1.